The Passion, Death and Resurrection of Jesus, based on the Gospel of Mark. It was the first day of the festival of unleavened bread. In an upper room, dimly lit by flickering lamps, Jesus reclined with his disciples to share the Passover meal. He took bread, blessed it, broke it, and gave it to them, saying, "Take, this is my body." Then he took a cup, gave thanks, and gave it to them. "This is my blood of the covenant, poured out for many." But the room grew tense. Jesus had said one of them would betray him. One by one, they asked whispering, "Is it I?" Judas, already carrying darkness in his heart, quietly slipped away. Jesus took Peter, James and John to a place called Gethsemane. Jesus, overwhelmed with sorrow, asked Peter, James, and John to keep watch and went a little further. He fell to the ground and prayed, "Abba, Father, all things are possible for you. Take this cup from me. Yet not what I will, but what you will." 3 times he returned to them, and found them sleeping. The hour had come. Suddenly, a crowd approached, led by Judas. With a kiss, he betrayed the Son of Man. Swords were drawn. Chaos erupted. But Jesus stood still and said, "Have you come out with swords and clubs as if I were a criminal?" They seized him. And his followers fled. Dragged before the high priest, Jesus was falsely accused. Silent, he stood as lies were thrown like stones. Then the high priest questioned, "Are you the Christ, the Son of the Blessed?" Jesus answered boldly, "I am. And you will see the Son of Man seated at the right hand of power." They tore their robes in outrage, the crowd shouting, "Blasphemy!" They spat on him, struck him and mocked him. Peter, having followed Jesus from afar, sat outside, warming himself by a fire. 3 times he denied knowing Jesus. And then, the rooster crowed. Peter remembered, and wept bitterly. At dawn, Jesus was taken to Pilate. Though innocent, the crowd demanded his crucifixion. The crowd kept on shouting, "Crucify him." Pilate, wishing to please the people, handed him over. They clothed him in purple, placed a crown of thorns on his head, and mocked him. The soldiers said, "Hail, King of the Jews!" They led him to Golgotha, the place of the skull. There, they crucified him. The sky darkened. At the 9th hour, Jesus cried out in agony, saying, my God, why have you forsaken me?" Then he breathed his last. The curtain of the temple tore in two. And the Roman centurion declared, "Truly this man was the Son of God." As evening approached, Joseph of Arimathea, boldly, asked for Jesus' body. He wrapped it in linen and laid it in a tomb cut from rock. A great stone was rolled against the entrance. Mary Magdalene watched, heartbroken. On the 3rd day, just after sunrise, Mary Magdalene, Mary the mother of James and Salome came to the tomb with spices, saying to themselves, "Who will roll away the stone for us from the entrance of the tomb?" But looking up at the stone, it was rolled away. Entering the tomb, sat an angel in white sitting on the right side. They were alarmed. Then he said to them, "Do not be alarmed. You seek Jesus of Nazareth, who was crucified. He is risen. He is not here. Go, tell his disciples and Peter that he is going before you to Galilee. There you'll see him, just as he told you." Trembling and astonished, the women fled from the tomb, amazed and afraid. From betrayal to glory. From darkness to dawn. Jesus, the Son of God, fulfilled the Scriptures. He died for our sins, and rose to give us life. The tomb is empty. He is risen.